Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Paul Chamberlain, the Air Force guy, RV extraordinaire, coming to you today to talk to you about this is the 2024 22 ETS Ember. Now, this thing has a lot of possibilities. We're going to go over that with you here today. For any more information on this camper or any others, reach out to me. My contact information, as well as the specifications for this camper, will be down below. But let's get started. By the way, if you're new to my channel, please do hit that subscribe button and click that bell so you're notified when I'm putting up new content. So let's get going. Now I'm going to start on the outside here, kind of talking about the inside a little bit. So the unique thing about this particular camper is the functionality of this. I mean, this thing can be used for multiple different ways, such as, I mean, you have two different bunk beds. Now, the nice thing is they're adjustable. See how far you can pull it down if you wanted to. Then you can bring the one up top down, or as you can see, let me get back to the back door here. Or as you can see that the beds, the platforms are separate, meaning that you could make this one here, you could make this your office if you wanted to, and you even have a screen that pulls down. Of course, the cushion's in a little way there, but it has a screen here, so you could have this as an office if you wanted to. Multiple ways of using this, easily to adjust. On top of it, you could take them all the way out if you wanted to. Want to put bikes in here, kayaks, number of things. You can see the ladder there. That's the adjustable ladder, so you can get on the roof. It does have a walkable roof. You can see it does have the rear observation camera. I know some of these campers out there, they tell you they have a backup camera. I'll tell you, I would much rather have a rear observation camera, so that way there I could see behind me as I'm towing down the road, as well as when I'm backing up. A backup camera, to me, I just feel is a waste. You're gonna notice that the heat ducts are up off the floor when we get inside here, but it has tons of outlets. So you see you have an outlet here, you have an outlet and additional lighting right there. And by the way, that is a sensor light, so you can leave that on sensor. It'll only come on when it senses motion. And then, of course, for the beds themselves, you're going to have your USB and USB-C plugs. Nice awning. Your nice solid steps here so that you're not shaking the camper as much when you had the regular type campers. So now this has one slide out. Now, the nice thing about this particular slide out, by the way, this floor plan comes with either a dinette or recliners. But you see, it's not a flush floor slide. And this one is a cable slide, but it's the newer of the cable slides, which is easier in the event that you have an issue to bring in or put out if you have an issue. But you can actually use it when the slide out is in. You don't have to put the slide out in order to use it. So that way there, you can even put it out a little bit if you want to get to the refrigerator when this is in. Now, let me go back to back here and we'll start. So you can see the bed itself. Like I say, you can adjust those at different heights. The bathroom, they do a phenomenal job. You have that nice little vent fan there, which is nice. You want that kind of fan in the bathroom, so that way there you're not pulling the odors out of the black tank when you flush the toilet. Of course, you do have your sliding door. Now, I don't particularly care for that kind of door, and that's what I had in mind. I just put a spring bar on the inside and used a shower curtain, put a decorative one on the outside. So different ways of doing it. Also, do not seal around this bottom here. Okay, these things do move, as you can see. This pan actually lifts up. It comes up about this high, and this is lipping down. Water's not going to get back behind there. And if you go ahead and seal it, that's just going to make a nightmare for you over time. Little skylight so you have additional headroom. But let me just show you what kind of room you have in here. I'm going to stand in here, kind of give you an idea. So you can see now I'm 5'8" without my hat. That kind of gives you an idea of how much room is in here. Now, I don't have it plugged into power, but it does have a little yellow light that you can turn on. So with there, you can just leave that on at night. Good room in front of the toilet. Good space. You do have the medicine cabinet here. And because it's a corner cabinet, you can see how deep it is, which makes it nice. On-demand water heater. So you just set the temperature, just turn on the the hot water, that is. Here is your kitchen sink area. Does have the convection microwaver with the air fryer, 2-burner cooktop. You have, I mean, good, that could be pantry, it could be storage for clothes, whatever. And it is already set up for the 4G LTE Wi-Fi. Just need to get the little box and install it there. The TV actually pulls out so you can actually see it on the bed. Now, I know a lot of people say that, you know, they don't like coming into, where just come in the bedroom. Well, it's the size of the camper, and that's the reason why. You do have, this is an Ember-exclusive, folks. You won't see this with any other one. This has the soundproof curtain that goes around that bed there. Now, here's another thing, and I think they really have hit this one. This is a great option here, is this is your remote control for the air conditioner. Now, that air conditioner is an 18,000 BTU. Now, the benefit with that is that wherever this remote control is, that's where it's controlling the temperature. So if you're laying in bed and, you know, it's too hot or it's too cold, you don't have to get up out of bed to go ahead and adjust it, because you go ahead and set that thing back behind here if you want to with your phone. By the way, they're going to have 110 outlets. They're going to have a little yellow light, as well as USB and USB mini outlets there as well. But you can, that way there, it's going to know that you're over here. Now, I know people say, well, Paul, it's not ducted. You know, well, for this size camper, it's not going to matter. It is ducted into the bathroom, as you can see, and I didn't show that. It is ducted into the bathroom, so it'll keep that cool. But out here, and I can tell you, I have a 32-foot camper, 2 ACs on it. If I run the one that's not ducted, it will still cool the whole camper, and mine has dividers in it. So keep that in mind. Nice storage you're going to have for the bedroom area, as you can see. More storage up above. Notice how all the lights have a little push button. Nice thing about that, especially for the kitchen area, that has a light switch where you turn it on, right? So you're going to turn on your lights here, but then it also has a dimmer switch. But now, on top of that, if you want to shut, you know, you want to dim it, but you want to maybe shut off this light above the TV or different ones, you're able to do that. Whereas some of these others, they just have, they don't have the individual lights. You can dim them, but you're just dimming the whole lighting area. Another thing you're going to notice when you're looking at the walls, notice how you don't see any staples in the walls. None of that. The flooring, when they put the flooring down, not only do they staple, but they take I forget the Turnabond tape, and they tape it around the flooring. So that way there, if you have water that's going down through in there, it's not going to get into the floor and damage it. It's the little things. Same thing on the outside. Let me talk to you a little bit on the outside. On all the seams coming around here, all the seams going all the way around, they're using that Turnabond like Mylar tape underneath there. That way there, if this sealant, if you don't do your job you're supposed to do, you'd have less of a chance of that getting in the wall and creating issues. By the way, they use Azdel. Okay, so Azdel does not absorb water and so forth. So what are your thoughts as far as dinette? You like a dinette or not? Oh, here's the, yeah, these little things that they do are different. See how they use the metal, the steel here? Well, I'm thinking either steel or aluminum, but see how they put it on the corners? Because that, if you don't put it there, you know, they're just going to go ahead and make it 45, and they, you know, staple it together. You know, in time, it's going to come apart. A lot of little different details on this. Oh, one other thing I'm going to show you on the outside that most people are not aware of is the way that they do their axles. Okay? Take a look at that. See what they're doing is they're putting this 2-inch steel tube there, and then they hang for your springs there. They hang it from that. Instead of having that hanger longer, they're making it shorter, and it is going to be much more effective. So I know they say never easy lube axles. People, do not do that. Do it the old-fashioned way. You'll be much happier. So What do you think of the floor plan? Give you one last view of this. Let me know down in the comments. So there you have it. This is the 2024 ETS, the 22 ETS. Let me know in the comments what you're thinking. I do appreciate everybody that watches, likes and comments. And if you have a chance, share it out for me. I'd appreciate it. And I'll be back at you again soon. I'm going to actually be interviewing the people from Ember. And we're going to go into more detail. So stay tuned. Got a lot more information coming. I think they're doing things the right way, and looking forward to learning more about this camper. So take care, and I'll be back at you again soon.